But usually turn on the exhaust. Right now we're not going to turn it on because we're videoing and I want you to see everything. I want you to hear everything. So here we go. So this thing is on high. Keep it on high and then put it in.
The oil?
Yeah. No, the oil's on this. Yeah, we already did. We smothered both of these with everything. Sometimes you do want to put a little bit more. So just calibrate, look at it. So okay, maybe this little needs more, maybe this needs less. And look, like I said, it doesn't hurt, man. You take a little bit like this, you put it in.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah. Just break it down. It's gonna sink in a little bit more. Maybe it needs more. Who knows? Right? Right? That's 3, 4.
How long do you keep it in for?
You'll see. You'll see. I mean, there's gonna be a timer, right? We're timing it. For me, it's always been very intuitive. I have never actually timed how long this takes to cook. It's always been intuitive. I eye everything. And I've always done trial and error. So for you guys, you're gonna have a clock. So you're gonna know exactly how long it takes to cook, and you're gonna see. So we can only put 4 at a time. That's okay. We'll do these 4, and then we'll do the next 4. Look at that. So let it cook a bit, and we also have, let me get that cap. I'm gonna put the cap on there faster. And again, right now it's at high. Maybe you want to open a little bit. Like so. So right now it's at high, it's okay. Start off at high, and so right now it's at high, it's about at a 9, 1 to 9, and now I'm gonna put it at about a 7. Like between a 6 and a 7, just like that. Because I don't want it to cook really, really hard. I want it to kind of like slow cook, and that's how it kind of makes it really nice and tender and juicy. So that's good. So 4 at a time. Now, if you have 2 of these, like what we're gonna eventually do is get 2 of these, so we can have 2 steaks cooking at the same time. But make sure your fuse doesn't blow out, because if the house you live in can't take all that, then you can't take it. So you give it like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. Is that okay? It's going like that? It's okay? Okay. So put this to the side, and now we're gonna do a flip. You're gonna see what color it looks like on the other side. So you take this, make sure you buy this too, this type of thing, and yeah, and you can use. You're gonna use this later. To, obviously eat the steak, but you can use a little spoon to turn it around. All right, look how it looks now. You see this? Now this is not. Don't think this is like burned or anything.
Try to not block it with your left hand.
Okay.
As much as you can.
Got it. So this is not
go from up and down instead of.
This is just because of the spices, okay? Don't worry, it's not like burned or something. It's just the spices. It's everything we've used. That's why it's that color. It's good. It's a good sign. You want that. Okay? So you cook one side. Now you're cooking the other side. And then let's give it a little bit more oil. Let's give it a little bit more coconut oil. So just grab a new spoon. You're gonna use a lot of this stuff. And then just put a little bit on the side like that. Okay? Put a little bit on like that. And I'm gonna teach you at the end how to clean the oven, how to clean your surroundings. Remember, you're only doing this once a week, okay? And always also, like, remember why you're doing this. So if you ever get lazy, you're like, this is too much work. What the fuck? I don't want to eat healthy. I'm a bastard. Whatever you're thinking, like, make sure you know why you're doing this. What are you tethered to? What is your thing that's holding you to this healthy lifestyle? Whatever that is. It could be something profound, like spirituality and enlightenment, and something like understanding who you are and your deep inner purpose. Or it could be something more visceral, like, I want to date some girl, and I want to have sex with some girl. I want to satisfy my wife in bed. Or I want to feel really high energy and get better grades. It could be something that's very tangible. I want to get the promotion at work. I want to, get a 6-pack and gain muscle and become big, or become tiny, become lean, not tiny, become lean. It could be anything. So whatever that reason is, make sure it's a real fucking reason and you're not lying to yourself. That's what's gonna make you do all this in a very nice way. So now again, the other side, we're waiting. for it to cook. I'm gonna cover it up a bit like we did the last one. And if you have like a little hole in your cap, that's good. It's gonna let the steam out. If you don't, just leave a little bit on the side, as you see here, and you'll get the steam out that way. So you do that. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put it at medium, which is a 5. So it's around a 7, now it's gonna be a 5. Because now I wanna really slowly cook this. Okay, and usually 3 to 5 minutes, we're good. So now let's see what the other side looks like. Okay, so what you can do is see how this side doesn't look as black as the other side? So you wanna keep cooking that part. Just check. See, again, this doesn't look as much, so you wanna keep cooking that side. It's all good. Very good. It's looking so good, man. So good. Okay? And always make sure there's some oil left over on the sides. That's how you know that this thing is actually cooking. You just close it. Maybe leave it open a bit. And you just wait. It might slip a little bit, but just keep trying it. And you just wait a little bit. Again, now it's on medium. It's on 5 out of 9. Just wait a bit, and as you're waiting, you can always do other things. But I need to get back to the meat. Okay. Wow, it's so nice, man. This thing is really, really looking good because, yeah, we're almost done. It's probably been about 5 minutes, and it's cooking really well. I can see it. I can see the juices that are flowing. There's like sauce. Like a steak. Turn it around again. This is gonna be the last time I'm gonna turn it around because I think that it's very close to being done. And I think that the pressure is not so high. I'm gonna just raise it up a bit, back to 6.5. And we're gonna close it. This will be the last one, maybe about, I don't know, 45 more seconds and we're done. And again, you can time it the way I did it. If you don't have an intuitive feel, I always do. So I'm just gonna tell you that that's the reality. There's no time, it's how good you want. You want medium rare, you want medium well. Like I said, I want medium well, so this is how I'm doing it. And dude, like honestly, you become good at this shit, you can go help out the homeless. Feed the homeless. You cook for the homeless yourself. And you go out there and distribute food to the homeless in your neighborhood, which is super great. So now we're done. This is so fucking good looking. All the oil is around. I love this. Okay, so now, when you're done, I usually use this thing. How is it getting it?
Got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this for now to put the steaks in there. So very simply, move this close to your oven and grab one steak after another and put it in there. Right? Now what's oh actually, yeah, I forgot. So now I think we've run out of, I don't know if we've run out of foil, but this is the way to do it. You don't have to do it this way, but I just love to do it this way. I'm gonna show you at least one example so you know what I'm talking about. So I'll do it here. So you take a piece of foil, you take out your steak, the one, any one. You kind of, drip off what you need, put it in here. Okay, there's all this oil, there's all this nice sauce that's like seeking in. And what you do is you take a little bit more. You take a bit of the sauce, you want to put it around. I'm going to show you this example. You can do that with every steak. So you put a little bit like that, and you just cover it up. And you let it sit for 10 minutes. If you're going to eat the steak right away, the 10 minutes will allow all that to seek in. Super good, man. It really tenders the steak up. And this is really good because this is your portion. This is one meal. One steak is one meal. Right? And you're eating steak every day, more or less. If you look at the Reclaim Your Masculinity, depends on which plan you have, depending on how we've configured the plan for you, customized it for you. You might eat a steak every day, you might eat it 3 times a week. So just calibrate according to that.